Hello, and welcome to the Nebraska Wesleyan University Theater Podcast, the podcast made by the students, staff, and faculty of Nebraska Wesleyan's Theater Department for patrons like you. Today, I'm talking with Hannah DePonnier, the president of WTC. Hi, Hannah.
Hello. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm really glad to have you on. So why don't we start with you tell us, what exactly is WTC?
Yeah, so WTC is basically our on-campus, what is usually thought of as a drama club, but it's a student club for anyone involved in theater with interest in theater. You don't have to be a theater major to be a part of WTC. And it's just a big resource for more social events, but also to support our theater department and all of the happenings we have going on.
Yeah. So how did you come to be part of WTC?
I started my time in WTC my sophomore year. I went in straight to an officer position, so I was treasurer for my sophomore to junior year, and then I took on the role of president. This the weird way that we do officer years here at Wesleyan. And I kind of just wanted a way to be extra involved. I am a education student as well as theater, so I just really like the opportunity to have more involvement in leadership within the theater department, while theater is not necessarily my primary major. So
yeah. Because getting started here as a theater student, it was a bit of a question at first, like, what exactly is WTC?
Yeah.
I remember I first heard about it, I want to say it was last year during the Percy Jackson musical, when WTC hosted the Percy Jackson Trivia Night.
Oh, yeah, and you came and cleaned up. Yeah.
Yep. I'm pretty sure at one point I started losing points for being too pedantic.
Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've done a lot of really cool events this past year. Why don't you tell us, what's your favorite memory of a WTC event?
I just loved our, this is just the first one that popped into my mind, but we did a Pemberley Tea Party. So we had a understudy run for Christmas at Pemberley just to give the understudies a opportunity to perform for close friends and family. And we wanted to just support them, but also do a main stage event around that. So we did our little tea party. So we just had a little tea bar with some little scones, muffins, stuff like that, just to kind of keep it classy in a true Jane Austen manner, and just have a fun way to celebrate both that production and the understudy cast as well.
Yeah. Were they drinking tea in costume?
No.
Right.
We caught them on their way in because we wanted to make sure, you got to stay away from the cardinal sin of theater.
Yep.
No eating, drinking in costume.
Don't get those costumes dirty. You'll never hear the end of it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So just this week, we hosted a soda event for
Yes.
Midsummer. What was it like kind of planning that event as a student?
Yeah. It was really great. Addie and Gabby, who are our social event chairs, were really great in helping come up with the idea for the event, because it was supposed to be like potion making, because, the whimsical nature of Midsummer. We just wanted a fun way to get people involved, but also do something that people would want to do. So they came up with the Dirty Soda Bar, and we kind of just built off of that. We wanted to have specific recipes for different potions, aka sodas, and we just wanted to also, we're trying some different scheduling stuff this year to see what times really do work best for students. So it was originally supposed to be today after studio, but we moved it to be after rehearsal time for their put-in rehearsal, to make sure that the entire cast of Midsummer could enjoy the event, and just any theater students could just catch it on their way out of rehearsal, or if they are not actively in rehearsal, just a time that they should be able to stop by. So, yeah. Yeah,
and as an actor in Midsummer, I did very much appreciate being able to come to that and not have to worry about, is this conflicting?
Yes.
Yeah, because we got both of the main stages. We also had people from Jen's Guide coming out of rehearsal be able to come and join us. And there was even quite a lot of sword fighting that night.
True, yeah. A lot of people studying for their stage combat test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, coming up, what do you have any fun plans you're ready to share for the future of WTC?
Sure. On April 24th, we're collaborating with the English Honorary on campus for a birthday party for Shakespeare. So that's super fun. I believe it's about 2 to 4 p.m. I'd have to double check the time. In Old Main, we're just having like a birthday cake. There's going to be sonnet writing or reading. I know Lenny is bringing a Shakespeare card game that she has.
The Shakespearean insults one?
It might be, yeah. I just know that it's a card game that she's excited to bring, and just a fun way to collaborate with another club on campus and celebrate good old Shakespeare, because we love him around here. So we're really excited about that event. That's our most pressing one coming up. Our next one for Gents Guide, because we do try to do an event for every main stage, is still in its planning phases, but we're trying to do some sort of little care package for theater students going into finals. So like WTC's Guide to Health and Finals is kind of our workshop name. Last year we did something similar, so we might throw like some emergency packets in there, some candy, just some like little pick-me-up things for both your immune system and your mental health. And so that one will be less of an event and more of just a pick-up thing. And then we're also, it's a crazy time for WTC planning right now. We're also planning our end-of-year set strike, which also includes our end-of-year banquet. So we're organizing our food for our after-set strike, which is walking tacos, which is the tradition, but also working on senior superlatives, so gathering a fun little superlative for all of the seniors, so we can acknowledge them and just really make that a super fun event. Along with that event, we try to do a philanthropy of some sort every single semester. So during set strike, mainly during the meal portion, we're going to set out cards for people to write to those who are participating in the Lincoln Community Playhouse Penguin Project. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I am not.
Let me tell you about it. It's really neat. Basically, it's a project by Lincoln Community Playhouse where they bring in children with special needs and they partner them to put on a show. I believe they're doing Frozen this summer. Ooh. And it's just kids partnered up with another kid with special needs, just putting on a show and just inspiring young artists from various capability levels to still get to pursue art and theater. So we just thought it'd be a really neat way to connect with our community on a college student budget and show them some appreciation and love from other theater performers like we have at Wesleyan. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they were doing that. When is that show going up? Do you know?
I believe it's in July. I know they already have it casted, but they kind of do it in a summer camp style from what I understand. So it's kind of a summer day camp type. The kids show up all day, practice and rehearse, and they have a near end of summer show. Yeah. Man,
those summer camp rehearsals are something else. Have you ever done summer theater like that?
Only a little bit. Yeah. I went to Christian theater camp, so I did shows like that. So I did some Bible stories. I played a castle guard. It was wild, but that's the most experience I have personally.
Yeah, because I've done something kind of similar to that, the summer camp thing, where we did Moana. It was this wonderful little church setup, and we got to perform. We had an actual boat there that was on wheels that almost took out my knee. Kind of running trend in my life.
True.
Got to watch that right knee.
Yeah, they're getting you.
But yeah, you mentioned earlier you're not primarily a theater maker.
Yeah.
So what has your experience been like integrating yourself into the theater department here at Wesleyan while being, correct me if I'm wrong, education major?
Yeah. I'm getting both degrees. So I'm getting an elementary education degree, but also a theater degree as well. So I'll be graduating with 2 diplomas, which means I have a lot of credits that I've racked up. Yep. But it's been a really neat experience, I feel like, because I still get to be as involved as I want to in the theater department and really make a contribution. I've still been in main stages. I've still been in student directeds. I've done tech. I've done everything and still been given the opportunity, even though I'm not a BFA, which is really something I'm very grateful for. And I've also gotten to kind of collaborate on the two things because I'm currently working on my senior capstone a year early because of student teaching, where I'm teaching theater clubs to children in Lincoln, specifically at the elementary level. So if you want to come see that, I'm doing a showcase on Symposium Day, April 29th at 4:15 in McDonald Theater. Come watch some local 3rd through 5th graders perform monologues of their favorite characters. It's going to be hype. But there's just been a lot of opportunity, but also versatility within the two majors, and I'm just very grateful to have been involved as I have been, even being outside of acting, musical theater, and all of our BFA programs.
Yeah, I think the first time I ever met you was right after Blood Relations last year, and I was absolutely blown away. I didn't even realize you weren't a strictly theater major.
Yep. I know I got to play a evil stepmother, and which is very different from my personality, which was really fun to get to learn.
So different. It was such a weird experience seeing you in the show, and then you came out after the show and you were so polite and kind to everyone.
And that's acting.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Is there anything else you want to tell us coming up?
Well, we just have some exciting stuff. We're really trying to revamp WTC. It's one of those clubs that COVID kind of changed what was expected of it, and we're just trying to really rebuild it and the involvement. Thankfully, we were able to go into me and Kip Pa, who's the vice president of WTC. We were able to go into the department meeting last week and talk to the department, just give a little rundown, because we have a lot of new staff, and getting to introduce WTC to them and allow for questions and just show that we are a resource not just for students but also for staff to make that social connection. So that was something we were just really excited about, is to get into the department meeting space. It was literally 5 minutes where, like, just in case you're curious, since we have a lot of new people on, this is who we are, this is what we're doing, and we are a resource for you as well as the student body. So that was just something we were super excited about, and we're hoping to have a little bit more staff involvement next year. Specifically, we are revamping our Halloween event. We talked about that a lot, just going into budgeting. We're going to just keep with the costume contest, because that's something a lot of theater majors can get very into. But we're hoping to do some more exciting prizes. I'm promising nothing, but one that's been thrown around is a get-out-of-strike free pass. Like,
my jaw just hit the floor.
Seriously.
That is.
I promise nothing, but we're trying to find something that students will appreciate and want to get recognized for as prizes for that event, but also benefit us as students. So if we need, like, we're hoping to work with staff to maybe get master classes of some sort with a certain staff member as a prize, or seriously, promise nothing, but we're really hoping to benefit our students with winnings of that, and not just getting them like a $5 gift card, because those costumes are really expensive and a lot of our students make them, so we want to really appreciate their hard work.
Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about the costume contest, because this past year, Riley Borg made an absolutely stunning dress. It was,
she made a almost exact replica of Satine's dress from the whole Diamonds number in Moulin Rouge. It was beautiful. And she was our winner as well. So we just want to appreciate people who put in all that time and effort and find a prize that benefits them as a student, not just like a go buy yourself a 7 Brew, because we all love 7 Brew here. But we're students, and anything we can get to benefit us is always awesome. Also, on that note, speaking of benefiting our students, at our end-of-year events and our set strike is a packed time. But we do our front of house raffle, so anyone who's helped with front of house has the opportunity to win gift cards. So we have to make all the little tickets for the raffle, which is a little time consuming, but it's a good time. And we have students win Mojave gift cards, and something that I made sure we integrated last year that's been a big hit is getting Bobby's Dancewear gift cards, not Bobby on the podcast.
Not Bobby on the
Bobby
podcast.
the dance store.
Although, who knows? Maybe I can figure out some kind of donation.
Maybe.
One free ACL.
Yeah, maybe. But just trying to find ways that when we are doing some sort of rewards like that is something that will directly benefit the students. And dancewear is expensive, so
very much
those
is.
gift cards were very impactful in that, and have helped a lot of students afford new dance shoes, all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. One last question before you go.
Yeah.
How can students who are not part of WTC help get involved here? How can we support you guys as a council?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Amazing question. Something I've been really working on as president is to do a little bit more short form communication. We're busy people and we live in a short form communication world. So there is a group me. You can find the QR code for it on the WTC call board. That sends out our weekly agendas for everyone who's on there. So if there's some sort of agenda item that you as a student want to comment on, please come to the meeting. Please let us know. I know that when we talked about the Halloween event, we actually had, I believe, 3 students that had not ever attended WTC show up and just wanted to discuss ideas on how we could improve that event. So that is a great way for students to get involved in the planning if they have event input. And also, students can come to any WTC meeting. It's 4 to 4:45 on Mondays in the lobby, and literally anyone is welcome. They don't even have to be a theater major. Just they're totally able to get involved. Anyone's able to come to our events. Our events are sent out a couple different ways through our theater update emails, our Instagram, and that group me as well. We're just trying to really utilize that as a resource. But literally anyone is invited. We're also on an NWU Engage for any students to see. We had some students outside of the theater department come to our Dirty Soda bar, which was kind of fun that they found us through Engage. So yeah.
And that Instagram is WTC Theater, spelled THEATRE.
Yes. The proper way, if you will.
If you must.
If you must.
Well, yeah, thank you so much for coming and talking.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bobby.
This week in the department, we will have student-directed productions of The Trail to Oregon, the original musical by Star Kid Productions, and Revelations, written by Ashton Barlow. You can find tickets on our website. Tomorrow, we will have a special episode talking about these productions with the directors, so come back to hear even more from our department. Want to learn more about our department? Email Julie Wilshuson at jwilshusleyan.nebr.weslyan.edu to be added to the NWU Theater Update for more updates from our department and to keep up with what's going on. Do you have suggestions for how to improve our podcast? In this week's Theater Update, you can share your feedback for us. Please let us know how we can improve our show for you. Big thanks to Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech.com for letting us use his piece Dreamer, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0 license. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you will tune in next week.